Ciao e bentornati. Welcome back to Pillole D'Italiano. In today's episode number 46, I'm going to answer a question that I received very recently and that inspired me to create a whole episode on this topic. The question was, what does Perforza mean? And then I started thinking, well, there are a bunch of expressions that start with that per. So today I'm going to introduce 8 expressions with per. Before we dive in, I want to take a second to welcome every newcomer. If this is your first time and you just bumped into my channel, welcome. Let me just give you a quick sense of what I do. Every week on a Wednesday, I release an episode, a short episode called Pillola D'Italiano, where I either answer one of the questions that I received in the comments, or I just address a topic that I think is particularly difficult, and I usually choose a topic based on the mistakes that my private clients make more often. So if you're new to the channel and you're eager to learn more and more about Italian grammar, language and culture, don't forget to subscribe so you're not going to miss any future episode. Keep also in mind that if and when you will be ready to work with a coach, I provide those services too. Private coaching and group coaching of different sorts. I have plenty of ideas and new initiatives coming up on a regular basis. So instead of transforming this episode into an infomercial, I'm going to put a link in the description of the episode instead. It's a link to my website through which you can have a look at everything that I'm currently offering. And I also put a link that you can use to book a free consultation call with me. If you need any help in your Italian journey, as I said, that's free. Just a consultation. So if you're new to the channel and you want to interact with me, that's also an option, and you will find a link in the description of the episode. All right, let's tackle these 8 expressions with per. The first expression I want to start with is most likely an expression that you're already familiar with. It comes in 2 versions, so maybe you heard of one and not the other. The expression will be per favore or per piacere. Per favore, per piacere. The word favore means favor, very similar to the English, and the word piacere means pleasure. So in either cases, you're just saying please. Per favore or per piacere is how we say please. Watch out for the tone. Sometimes people will say per piacere, please. They're not asking you for a favor, they're just saying please stop whatever you're doing or stop saying that. It's a different type of please. But I'm pretty sure that you will get the gist of it. The tone is very similar to the English please. Now, the second expression is very similar to this emphatic please, and it's per carità. Per carità. Per carità sometimes is also accompanied by the word Dio, per carità di Dio, because what we're saying is that for charity or for the charity of God. That basically means please, once more, per carità. If I want you to really stop doing whatever you're doing, I could say smettila per carità. Smettila per carità. Smettila, so stop it, per carità, please. Stop it, please. But it's that emphatic please that almost looks up to God. Oh, please God, make that person stop it. Let's move to another fairly easy one that I'm pretty sure you heard already. Per esempio. Per esempio. Per esempio means for example. So easy peasy, right? Now here comes the expression that was object of that person's doubt, the person who asked me the question. Per forza. You're not alone. A lot of people get confused about this. Per forza. When forza means strength, therefore per forza literally translates as for strength. Per forza is an expression that actually has 2 primary meanings. So either, as the word strength in it suggests, means forcefully, against one's will, so to speak. So you could say, devo farlo per forza. Devo farlo per forza. I have to do it forcefully. It's not that I want to, but I really have to. There is no escaping it. Or per forza could also be used by itself emphatically to basically say, yeah, right. Let me present this scenario to you to make it a bit more clear. Let's say that you're complaining that you never have time to read at night before going to bed, and that's one of your goals, but somehow you cannot manage to do it. Well, the person who's listening to you, who knows you well, will say, per forza, guardi sempre la televisione dopo cena. I repeat it slowly. Per forza, guardi sempre la televisione dopo cena. So, per forza, yeah, obvious, that's right. Guardi sempre la televisione. You always watch TV, the television, dopo cena, after dinner. So, well, are you surprised that you don't find the time to read because you're choosing to do something else? So, clear, right? Obvious. Per forza has that meaning of, yeah, that's right. It's clear, it's obvious. Let's move on to expression number 5. Per fortuna. Per fortuna. Fortuna means fortune. Usually good fortune, so good luck. In fact, we say buona fortuna, right, when we're wishing someone good luck. So per fortuna means luckily. Per fortuna non dovevo uscire ieri. Per fortuna non dovevo uscire ieri. Luckily, I didn't have to go out yesterday, maybe because it was pouring. Per fortuna, luckily. The next expression is per caso. Per caso, and it means by chance, by any chance. So if I'm wondering if you, by any chance, have something that I can borrow, do you have a pen by any chance? I would use that expression per caso. Per caso hai una penna? Per caso hai una penna? By any chance, do you have a pen? Or per caso hai portato un ombrello oggi? Per caso hai portato un ombrello oggi? By any chance, did you bring an umbrella today? And I'm asking because it's supposed to be raining this afternoon. Expression number 7 is per sempre. Per sempre. Sempre means always. So literally, per sempre is for always, meaning forever. Per sempre. And lastly, we have the expression per niente or per nulla. Per niente or per nulla. Niente and nulla are synonyms. They both mean nothing. And it is just a regional preference. So according to the place of origin of a certain person, you might notice that someone tends to use niente rather than nulla or vice versa. Per niente, per nulla. I noticed that nulla is very much used in Tuscany, for example. So if your next trip will be to Tuscany, pay attention to it. What does per niente mean, or per nulla? Literally for nothing, it basically means not at all. And since Italians love double negatives, if we wanted to say that I'm not hungry at all right now, I just ate breakfast, we would say non ho per niente fame. Non ho per niente fame. So I don't have, not I have, for nothing hunger, meaning I'm not hungry at all. Non ho per niente fame. And on this note, we can conclude today's episode. Let me know, leaving a comment in the comment section below if everything was clear, if you need more examples. I know that for a lot of these expressions, I didn't really provide examples because to me, they seem to be straightforward. And I always want to try and keep these episodes as short as possible. But of course, if you need more examples, feel free to leave a comment below and I will get back to you. And if by any chance, per caso, you have a question about anything else, of course, you can use the comment section as well to express your doubts, questions, concerns. Let me know, communicate with me. I'm always more than happy to help you out however I can. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If so, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel once more if you're new to it, and I will see you next week. Ciao, a presto!